The battle for the title of who will rule the underworld is underway, and we have seen betrayal like no other. Nobody's your friend. Nobody is safe. And our main character, well, her conquest is going to lead her to hell. Now, to understand the character, you need to understand where they come from. Ergo, her parents, specifically her mother, because we have met Death, and he was cool as hell. But she, well, she was badass. When we first meet her, she was getting her face smashed in by her colleagues, her former gang members. You see, he had just been out of prison, and he came looking for her because he knew someone betrayed him, and she was the suspect of all suspects, because she didn't even deny it. 617 days, and you are still dumb as a rock. He got so pissed off, he wanted to crack her skull with his. Matter of fact, he said, screw this, pulled out his piece, and unloaded. Instantly, we see the death mark on her forehead. This was her end, the end to her story. But as we know, this is never the end in this world, because as you die, you are introduced to your Ripper, and she got there himself. Ew, get the hell away from me, you look like a weirdo. He said, hey, you're dead. Chill, let me help you. He was trying to be nice, but she rocked him in his jaw. Who the hell punches the Grim Reaper? The Grim Reaper. She wasn't even tired. She swung again. Thankfully, or rather sad, she was losing more blood, so she just passed out. Which brings us to the present. Now Life, Death's brother, apparently offered her a gift for the pendant, a life he thought she wanted, but that was never what she wanted. He said, my bad, I stand corrected. Why don't we make this simple? And before her, well, was a stack of cash. Instantly. Now she smiled. This was what she went to prison for, and all she had to do to get it was just smash Death himself. What a life. Anyway, no thank you. I'm not with it. He said, boy, I'm tired of these games. You see, I've been trying to be nice, but you need to learn that life can be a bitch sometimes. He starts to cook her from the inside out. Literally, it was terrifying. Thankfully, at that moment, she unleashed a pendant, and it seems to have the power to somehow negate life. This was the key to her survival, unlike her daughter, who had no survival instincts, because this demoness was offering her a way to escape, a way to survive. Now, we all should know we can't trust Adira, but she was even giving her her father's stuff. Even Eddie was like, girl, I know you don't trust this lying bitch. I don't trust her either. Look at her face. She looks disgusting. Adira looked at him like he was crazy. Boy, stop disrespecting me before I crush you. Regardless, you need to listen to her, or at least, let's get the hell out of Dodge. Adira failed to understand that this scythe was not hers to give away. This scythe had a mind of his own. It had an owner. Because instantly the prison started to break apart. They were trapped in a river of souls. Really, really angry souls. Only she was able to wake up. And still, she swam past every soul she came across to get the staff, to get the scythe. And as soon as she grabbed it, well, she was gone, and Adira was happy. Unlike her mother, who thought she could run away from death, on life's own island. Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. The messenger found her and was like, girl, you should have taken the money. Now, you're just a dead bitch. Sad. No, not everyone was having a good day, because even if the scythe took them out of hell, this place was very foreign to them. Where are we? It seems the staff knows where it's going, so I'm just following. Come to find out, this place was infested with creatures, monsters. They were about to eat Jessica's face off, if not for Eddie. This place was infested with it. They wanted to eat both of them. But here's the thing. Our girl Jessica was pissed off. She was done with the game. She started killing them one by one. Her father's sight was powerful, but in this domain, these children, these creatures belong to one person, and she was offended that you would come to my place of work and kill my children. The fuck is wrong with you? She wasn't the only one losing her mind, because you see, the great betrayer thought she was getting her prize. Annabelle revealed a box with something in it. This thing was like a symbiote because it just started to corrupt. This is exactly what you wanted. Take it with big hands. Nobody was having a good day. Neither was Marcellus, because he was in hell and he did not know it. He was living a life he thought he had. This was a gentleman's club, of course. I mean, that era, Men were not supposed to be seen loving each other. He wanted a low-key night, but his partner wanted to turn up. This was the perfect place to do so. Now, Marcel was a nice guy, but he wasn't that nice. He wanted to walk out, but he was stopped. It was time for judgment. Everyone here knew exactly what he was. Worst of all, they knew what he did. This was a judgment for nobody but him. And the person judging him was his partner. Yeah, the one he ended, the one he stabbed. But funny enough, he wasn't even angry. He embraced him. Matter of fact, he took him to the room like, yeah, let's chill. Well, it wasn't what he thought. This was a reflection zone. He got to see the life his partner suffered. Henry was dying, and Marcel was having a good life. You see, Marcel was a writer, and today, well, it was a good day for him, but not for Eddie. Eddie was suffering in silence, and he watched this. He should have noticed his partner dying right in front of him, but nah, he was too busy focused on his own achievements. Are you happy now? I chose you. Out of everybody in the world, I picked you to love, and you did me like this. Do you know how hard it is, hating the man you loved? Do you know? Marcel said, hey, don't twist the story. I tried to save you. I tried to call the doctor, and you made the choice to want to die. I died with you. Nah, you died because you couldn't bear the consequences of your action. Now, you will suffer. This was hell. This was his punishment. But here's the thing. It wasn't only hell that had all the damned. You see, some of the damned were still on earth. The original sin was still brewing. And this original sin was lethal. As soon as it had your properties and your body, it could kill a whole country. That's just its thing. Right now, we realize that this creature is what Jessica would have to face. She needed to go to hell. She needed to find the end of all things. Sadly, the next lord of the underworld just lost her kid to the scythe of the daughter of death. Yup, that's right. They needed to beg her to gain access. But Jessica doesn't beg. She pulled up like, yeah, I killed your child. Don't you think hell is what I actually deserve? She said, and walked away. You're not a mother, are you, Jess? Jess said no. Good. I can't wait for you to be one. As they see a bright light and are instantly consumed, they were in hell. This was hell. Eddie interacted with his hell instantly because he was asked to play music with no strings. That wasn't even all. No mouth. They were bullying him on that stage. They called him worthless, a poser. Some even said, you will never be loved. You do not matter. This is hell. Jessica was going through it because she was facing an identity crisis. All she saw all around her were the possibilities of what she could have been. She said, I'm the Grim Reaper now, but they laughed. You do realize you cannot lie to yourself, right? We know your truth. We know who you think you are. And there is honestly only one death, and he's standing right behind you as she turns to see her father. Now, as usual, Death was cool as shit. Even she could tell. But you see, she still had pent-up rage. He kind of abandoned her, even if he thought he was doing the right thing. Leaving her to be raised by his demonic sister was not a good look. Come to find out that this wasn't even death. This was her hell. This was her torture. And she was done with it. She was the daughter of death. Hell cannot hold me. She destroyed the ground and in turn shattered space and time in hell. Hell is not a person. Hell is not a wheel of fire. Hell is not punishment. Hell is you facing your crimes. Her slam was so strong, she shattered her cell and saw the rest, the big, massive, eternal hallway of hell. She tried her luck with the first door and was led into a bar. She wasn't a bar person. Come to find out, this was one man's personal hell. A man that killed his own kid because he was drinking while driving. He was forced to live this day over and over again. It finally dawned on her. Am I going to do this for eternity? Nah, man. Dad, staff, scythe, I need your help. And for once the scythe listened. It got warmer to the touch when she was getting close to her friends. And the first person she found was Eddie. Now, Eddie was suffering being called a poser, but he wasn't dead. He was happy she was here. Now they could leave. This was true loyalty, unlike Adira, who led her people by fear. But what happens when someone more scary comes forth? Because you see, the original sin was disappointed. You gave her the scythe. Your punishment will be painful. Everything was falling apart, and the fates, they were chilling. Now every human could not die, so literally the people who were getting hurt were just getting hurt, and they just ate lunch. I mean, they watched people die while eating lunch, and they said nothing. They were about to even die themselves, but the Pope came through like, yeah, fuck off. Oh, I'm going to blow your head in. You won't die, of course, but you'll be walking around missing your heart or your skull. Choose. He chose wisely. This already piqued the interest of the fates. They said, come, let's tell you a story. He didn't want to hear the story, of course, but they piqued his interest more because he needed to know the truth of the universe. He needed to know about the bureaucracy of hell. Jessica, on the other hand, had to save her friend Marcellus. She looked at him from afar and said, what the fuck are you doing? Come, let's move. Henry said, no, Marcel is not going. He's being punished. He's our star. She said, boy, I am not playing with you. She started walking him down, and with the energy of the Reaper, come, let us go. This is your punishment, but you do not have to let it destroy you. You can move on. So move the fuck on. And he said, yeah, she's right. I'm out. I'm sorry you died. I wish you didn't. I loved you. But now I have to go. He made his choice. He was going to carry his sin forever. Now they needed somewhere else to go. But there was no need to stress. Hell was moving, literally. The fates finished telling the Pope everything he needed to know, and he thought they were joking until he saw magic. He saw the origin of the original sin from the fruit that Adam and Eve ate. The seed, well, it caused all of this. It caused hell to come to earth and the afterlife to come to earth. Everything in one place. A battle for the ages. They were surrounded by reapers, lords of hell, everyone. And worst of all, he was coming. The scythe tried to warn her, but she was too slow. The original sin was here, possessing Annabelle, and the sin wanted her. You will be a perfect host, daughter of death. Adira was in her clutches, looking all pathetic, begging for forgiveness, but there was no point. There was no point at all. Even the original sin didn't rate her. Shut the fuck up. Give me your body. Come and be one with me. Nah, B. Shotgun shell to the head. Boom, boom. The man of God said, hell no. Step into the diner now. All of them ran, leaving behind Adira. Pathetic. They were safe, or at least for now. Eddie had no words. He had lost his mind. What the hell is happening? There isn't no afterlife no more. Hell is on earth. Is the world truly over? There was quiet until she spoke. Hello, I remember you, and I need to tell you, I know who I believe in now. I believe in all of you. I believe if we work together, we can end this chaos, fix everything, and destroy what that bitch tore apart. Fuck you, Adira. But to do that, we are going to need an army. A really, really dangerous army. Yup, she's going to recruit the Rippers. It's about to be wild.